Παρουσιάσατε the vicious circles, αυτούς τους κύκλους που επαναλαμβάνονται, of the wrong behavior of parents, της λάθος συμπεριφοράς των γονιών. Ποιοι θα ήταν οι κύκλοι της σωστής συμπεριφοράς των γονιών? Δηλαδή, ούτε να είναι overprotective, ούτε να είναι ostriches, τρουθοκάμιλοι, ούτε να είναι ρινόκεροι και όλα αυτά. Ποια θα ήτανε, ποιοι είναι ένα-δύο ενδεικτικοί κύκλοι ή τύποι συμπεριφορών που είναι οι σωστοί και βοηθούν το άτομο με την νευρική ανορεξία?
Yes, a very important point. And I shouldn't have missed them on, but we have animal models for the good behavior, and that is being a dolphin. So the metaphor is to have that. It's harder at home. But what we say is that try to be calm. And if you fail at times, that's all right too, because a lesson that these children need to have is that getting things wrong, making mistakes is okay. So if you can go back and say, I am sorry I got angry, over anxious, I was tired, or whatever. That is a very important lesson to teach them. So calmness. The next one is consistency. There is a tendency for one parent to be a kangaroo or a jellyfish and the other to be an ostrich. And we want more balance between the parents and to not switch. So trying to keep the same approach. And another C we have is compassion. People with eating disorders themselves are not kind and compassionate to themselves. They do not seem to have been able to develop an ability to soothe themselves. So you as a parent have to teach this compassionate, other perspective, kindness. All they know is striving hard. They try harder and harder rather than recognizing that sometimes you just have to accept things and to tolerate that. And then another C word is curious, because we want you to not assume that you know what is going on or what your daughter or son thinks. So we want you to open up communication where you get them to tell you. Sometimes as doctors or as parents, we feel we know the answer, but having them speak themselves enables them to grow and develop self-esteem. So communication to get them learning how to speak is very important. So those C's and being a dolphin and a St. Bernard. Thank you. Any other question? You want to come here?
No.
Είμαι Μαρία Λαρούνη, κλινική ψυχολόγος, clinical psychologist, και έχω μερικές ερωτήσεις. Ίσως επειδή έρχομαι από μια άλλη σχολή, την σύνθετη, και χρησιμοποιούμε σύνθετη μέθοδο θεραπείας. Δηλαδή συμπεριφοριστική και ψυχοδυναμική. Μου έκανε εντύπωση σε αυτό που θέλω να πω ευχαριστώ πρώτα γιατί έμαθα πολλά για την επίδραση των διατροφικών διαταραχών στο μυαλό, το οποίο ομολόγω δεν ήξερα τόσο πολύ. Αλλά πώς είναι δυνατόν να χωρίσουμε, να βάλουμε εδώ τον ασθενή και εδώ την οικογένεια και να μάθουμε στην οικογένεια πώς να συμπεριφέρεται στον ασθενή. Όταν η οικογένεια είναι μέλος του προβλήματος και συνήθως το προκαλεί. Δεν πρέπει κάτι να αλλάξει μέσα στην οικογένεια πρώτα και μετά να κάνουμε όλες αυτές τις θεραπείες. Ύστερα, οι αιτίες νομίζω ότι είναι πάρα πολύ σπουδαίες. 8 από 10 αυτών των ασθενών έχουν σεξουαλικά κακοποιηθεί. Τι κάνετε με αυτή την περίπτωση? Και θέλω να τελειώσω με μία περίπτωση που δούλεψα με ένα αγόρι 20 ετών, Έλληνα, με ελληνική οικογένεια, που τους έτρωγε πάρα πολύ όλα τα φαγητά από το ψυγείο τους. Και του αγοράσαν ένα δικό του ψυγείο. Αλλά αυτός πάλι συνέχισε να τρώει από το δικό του ψυγείο. Πώς θα το αναλύσετε αυτό το πράγμα? Ευχαριστώ.
Well, those are many points and very important points. I guess perhaps I agree to differ in part about how much the family causes an eating disorder. I think that the family inadvertently can be less helpful once it happens, just as different treatments may be less helpful. We know that some sorts of treatments are not as helpful. So, and I explain that if we become too rhinoceros-like, that is harmful. Similarly to kangaroo-like, that is harmful. In terms of adversity, sexual abuse, that can be something. I don't think the figures are, well, in the experience of the UK, are as high as you indicated, particularly for anorexia. For anorexia, it's about the same as the population level, which is about 10%. For bulimia nervosa, it's a little higher, and binge eating disorder, it is higher. And that is one of the traumas that does need to be talked about and does have an impact on self-esteem. But often it is in association with some of these other issues in addition. Now I've forgotten the last point you made. So I talked about the first. What was the last point? Oh, the fridges. Exactly. This is, yes, I had a similar experience, and which started me interested in what families did, because I had a mother who said, I've got to build another kitchen, because her daughter would not let her son use the kitchen, so and she didn't want her son to leave home, so she built another kitchen. And I haven't touched on this today, although it is an important part of the training, is how we manage some of the behaviors. And sometimes what we do can keep the behaviors going. It is the anorexia does bully the family, so the families buy extra fridges, buy different crockery, buy different food. And so we need to teach them how to stop getting so accommodating to the illness. It's very hard with bulimic behavior, though. The family goes into the kitchen in the morning, there's no breakfast. So often the mother drives out to get some more. But as you know, that stops the negative consequences, so the person doesn't learn from the experiences. And so there are many ways in which codependency can happen, that the family can not punish or reward eating disorder behavior. And so that is something we have to teach them. Another problem is with reassurance. So these people have a lot of obsessive compulsive, you know, am I fat? If I eat that, will I gain weight? Have you put... So all the time they're asking families for reassurance. And it is so easy to say, to join in with that. And we have to teach families to say, it is not helpful if I reassure you. I'm going to stop doing that. But you're exactly right. What we have to do is teach families how to do a functional analysis, how to understand that their behaviors can impact on the behaviors of the person and make them stronger, and how you can stop getting into that trap. That is a very important other vicious circle. Yeah. And in the handout you've got, so you've got some written things. In the back of that, there is a test that details some of the ways in which families can accommodate and some of the traps. Mm-hmm.
Κάποια άλλη ερώτηση?
I think somebody again. Is this lady? Do you want to...
Πιστεύετε ότι ένα άτομο με διατροφική διαταραχή, σε περίπτωση που μοιραστεί το πρόβλημά του με άτομο ή άτομα εκτός του συγγενικού περιβάλλοντος, μπορεί να πάρει ουσιαστική βοήθεια ή λόγω της ελλειπής πληροφόρησης μπορεί να χειροτερέψει την κατάσταση? Ευχαριστώ.
I'm not totally sure I understood the family, what your question. I think it is helpful that they share with somebody, first of all. On the other hand, what we try and encourage is that there are no secrets, that there is openness, so that the family knows and other people know. But it is very individual. It depends on the age of the person, and it depends on whether it's working. So if somebody prefers to bring, when we did work with families, young children with bulimia, they didn't want to bring their parents, but we allowed them to bring a friend and to get the friend to support. And if that worked, and they were getting better, fine. However, if things are deteriorating, then a factor that probably contributes to the maintenance of these disorders